understand that when we move the mind within, we can separate. So there is a role. Separate what is changing and what is unchanging. But
Yeah,
I don't know what is unchanging or uncreated. But I know what is changing. So our goal is to be aware of the change and filter it out. Body is changing, yes. Mind is changing, yes. Jack is changing, yes. Philip is changing, yes. The house is changing, yes.
okay.
I only see the change outside. What is visible to me, what is experienced by the mind is constantly changing. Give
Okay.
me anything that you experience which is not changing. Any experience.
Which is not changing? Uh,
No, any experience, yeah, any experience which is not changing by the mind. The mind cannot experience what is timelessness. It becomes aware of it. I cannot say, oh, you are timelessness. But yes, I can be aware of that. What is that aware? Oh, it was existent in the past, it exists in the present, and it means it will continue to exist in the future. So we get some glimpse of uncreated, unchanging. What is uncreated and unchanging is the eternal, and that is our nature of the real self. So the last week we discussed about liberate model, isn't it?
yeah,
Live in the truth.
yeah, but we discussed two things.
Yeah, yeah,
Also, what is created and what is uncreated. We
yeah,
discussed it. We had two subjects last time.
yeah, yeah. We had two subjects, and so live in the truth. Liberate is live in the truth. I have to simply remind myself that I am beyond the change, beyond the create.
Mhm.
No,
Right.
I'm into anxiety.
Mhm.
Okay. So I was in anxiety an hour ago. No. Oh, it means it is changing. So I'm not an anxiety. Just say to yourself and see what happens. Oh, I have an extreme pain. An hour ago, yesterday, oh, there was no pain. Okay, I understood. It belongs to the change, it belongs to the created. So, what belongs to the change and the created cannot be me. So, what
Mhm.
should I do? I have a pain. Okay, let me take care of the pain, but don't get upset.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we should not get upset. So
Mhm.
that is what we did in the Live in the Truth. So this is the second I. We are investigating. So when I investigate, pain belongs to the change, anxiety belongs to the change. Can you live in anxiety 24 by 7? No, because you have a time for deep sleep.
Yeah.
It means, oh, can I experience anxiety in deep sleep? Answer is no. So it means what is uncreated, what is not changing, what is eternal should be available all the time.
Mhm.
And what is changing is not available all the time. It is affected by the time, it is
Mhm.
affected by the location, it is affected by the object. Oh, that investigation leads me to break the attachment, liberate. I'm
Mhm.
just briefly summarizing. B. Oh, it helps me to break the sense of attachment. Otherwise, we keep on singing a good song. I'm into anxiety, then I have chronic anxiety, then I have serious anxiety, then I have extreme anxiety. Unnecessary, we are thinking. The more we think, we are able to we pay more to the doctors. So break free. The moment you break free from that sense of attachment in your thought and feeling level, you drop the delusion.
Hmm.
And the moment you drop the delusion, you reach to the realized inner calm, or you experience that relaxation. Now we are in the mode of inquiry. I experience the relaxation. Is this relaxation and calm comes from outside or inside? Did it come from outside from any object? No, because I was not chasing any object. I'm simply investigating. Oh, so I break through my attachment, I dissolve the delusion, and I feel calm. How come? That attachment in the delusion was causing a curtain.
Hmm.
It was a curtain, and the real self was behind. So, because I dropped it by understanding, by knowledge, that is why I feel calmness. Not because of the beer guy. Beer guy is also outside, but by the knowledge, by understanding. Oh, that opens the gateway to awaken to the true nature. You get the glimpse that, oh, if it is the calmness independent of any situation, object outside, it means there is definitely something inside which is eternal. So I awaken to the true nature. Now what happens? Now every time any change takes over my mind, I transcend the limitation. When just go away. This is not me. And then I embody my freedom when all the time, in all the situation. Jack says you something, no problem, my son, you are good. What you say is right. Finished. Why? Because it is changing. Because it is changing. First time, he will feel that what happened to the mom, his mom has become crazy. No, you are crazy. You are insisting on something to me. That is the way. So we are going to start our text, which is known as the Bhaj Govindam. And Bhaj
This is
Govind,
first time. Padi,
Bhaj, Bhaj,
P X
H
D.
A
Yeah,
J, J as a John,
yeah.
Govindam, G as a George, O,
Hmm.
uh, V victory,
Yeah, I.
IN,
Yeah.
DAM, Bhaj Govindam. It means recognize and realize the real self. Or you can say discover unconditional love. Both are the translation. And another name of the delusion, another name of the same text is hammering the delusion.
Yeah, right.
Now, in the first verse, I'm giving an introduction. There are three words: Bhaj Govindam. Oh, recognize and realize that real self. Second word, it says Mudha. Mudha means the foolishness.
Hmm.
And the third is hammering the delusion.
Okay.
So now, Master, in the first verse, it's a poetry. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudhamati. First one and a half line. So
Hmm.
in the first one and a half line, it says, okay, Recognize and realize the real self. Recognize and realize the real self. Recognize and realize the real self. Govindam Mudhamate. Then he addresses the seekers, O foolish. Recognize and realize the real self. Why he says it? Because you have yet to realize, recognize the real self. But why he addresses the foolishness we are going to? Why? Because we are constantly living in delusion.
Mm.
Because I'm constantly living in the delusion. And today I have anxiety, tomorrow I have a reaction, third day, I have some problem, fourth day I'm scared of it, fifth day I have fear and a frustration. And this cycle is constantly repeating days after days, weeks after weeks, months after months. And that is how I live my life. There is not a single day where I find that peace is all pervading.
Mm.
I don't have, even on a single day, that means hardly 15 or 16 hours of waking state, which I can say, oh, today my hope, my life passed peacefully in joy. Something happens, some fear, some horror. So, Master, that is why the Master is addressing, oh, foolish,
Mm.
recognize the real self. Because when you recognize the real self, your delusion is gone.
Mhm.
You see, both are related.
Yeah.
Now there is a catch here. What is the catch here? Majority of the people do this mistake, and the journey continues for years and years together. What is that mistake? They think that if there is a dark room, there is a darkness in the room, they have to throw the darkness in a bag before they can have a light. They want to through their delusion before they think that there will be a recognition of the peace and happiness. That is wrong.
Mhm.
Both have to go together. I switch on the light, darkness is gone. What it means? My focus should be on recognition of the real self. My my effort should not be on foolishness. Foolishness means that I'm impulsive, I'm not thinking. That is one way to understand. Now see the other way of understanding. Just you see that my left hand. I have all the thoughts of anxiety, duality, conflict, and I'm obsessed with it. And I had anxiety, don't talk to me, or I have fear. So now my mind is focused on these thoughts and feeling of anxiety to drive it away. The way I gave you an example that there is a darkness, I want to throw the darkness first. So this is one set of the thought. What the master is saying that you create another set of the thought based on the principle. What is another set of the thought? Recognize and realize the real self, recognize the foolishness, recognize the delusion. So your focus should be on recognizing. The moment you recognize the delusion, it is gone.
Mm.
And when it is gone, your anxiety is also gone. So what mistake we made, we keep on focusing how to throw the darkness from the room. That is the left hand. Right hand, I have to think of it. That is why I asked you to contemplate and reflect. The more you contemplate and reflect, you are creating another set of thoughts.
Mhm.
And once you experience the peace, throw both the thoughts away. Both. You throw the principles. Throw your Eastern wisdom. Why? I'm already in peace.
Okay.
I'm already in peace. You don't need to remember, but in the beginning, you need to remember.
Yep.
In the beginning, we need to contemplate and reflect. Otherwise, you don't need to remember. So the three words, Vajagovindam, discover the unconditional love. And then the master addresses, O foolish, O fool. Why? Because you are still living in a delusion. Now let us talk a little bit of this delusion. We have been driving our car for so many years. Understand this left hand side and right hand side. I'm making you understand another principle that is very important to for this journey. So I'm giving an example that you're driving your car. Every time you experience, you see it. The tree is moving away from you. The highway is moving behind you when you're driving your car. Is it not?
Mm.
But still, you're you have a knowledge in the intellect. What is that knowledge? You have an awareness in the intellect. What is that awareness? That awareness in the knowledge is that the highway is not moving, so I can drive safely. But when it comes to anxiety, we say I'm into anxiety. When it comes to fear, then I get upset. That anxiety, that fear, that duality is also a delusion. Because I cannot be anxiety, I cannot be fear. Huh? There is no problem because I'm not the body mind complex. So there is no question of the fear and anxiety at all. But still, my mind returns with an impulsive force. No, no, I had lot of problem. Don't talk to me. I will not do this session because I have lot of headache. Oh, if you have a headache, then you must do this session. One example you see. So now with the second example, we understand that what needs to be done. I told you the left hand group of the thoughts. You have anxiety, you have fear, you have failure, you have frustration, you have pain. Master says that you have to create another set of thoughts. How come another set of thoughts? That is what the contemplation reflection is.
Mm.
How to create another set of thoughts. These are the principles you are listening and learning. And here in this context, discover the unconditional love. Foolish. Why foolishness? Because I keep on repeating my impulsive desire.
Mhm.
Or I can say that foolishness. Why? Because I live in delusion. What is delusion? Delusion means what appears true. What I experience as truth is not true. I'm driving a car and I see the highway is running behind me. I see, I experience, but still it is not true. How do I know it? It is not true. You don't stop the car, get out of the car, and you check with your feet. Oh, the highway is not moving. No, you know it by knowledge. You know it by your awareness. So I have to know that I don't have anxiety and stress. I'm deluded by the mind. So if I keep on focusing on my left hand set of the thoughts, which is anxiety, I can never get out of it. Majority of the people, even I'm sorry to say, our psychiatrist, our psychotherapist, every time you go to them, they ask you how many times you had anxiety and stress last week. Oh, almost every day. Oh, it's a serious problem. They don't talk about the peace and happiness. And I can bet you the majority of the people have mental disorders. 50% responsibility goes to the psychiatrist and psychotherapist because they constantly digging. How many times you were angry? How many times they are not teaching you the peace and happiness that lies. So now see that what we are talking, trying to understand, mirage water. I see the water in a mirage and I'm driving towards that mirage experience. That driving towards means I'm using my contemplation and reflection to see if the water is there or not. That water is a delusion.
Hmm.
That water is your anxiety, your stress, your duality, your conflict. That is the left hand set. And so you are in, oh, I'm approaching. I will approach, let me see where the anxiety is, where the stress is. So when I contemplate and reflect, I enter into a higher level of awareness. What is that higher level of awareness? Switching on the light to dispel the darkness rather than throwing the darkness out of the room before I switch on the light. That is craziness. Majority of the people in managing their anxiety, they do the same thing. How do you know? Such a simple thing to know. See that, see, understand that. Oh, that guy is crazy. He came to my house. He made me crazy. I will never invite him. And what I'm saying, get rid of this craziness. Oh no, he made me crazy. So I am focused on that person who made me crazy, but where the craziness is living, it is living inside you. So, in order not to be crazy, you say to me that I will never invite that person to my house who made me crazy. Come on, you have not to invite these set of thoughts. It has nothing to do with the person. It has nothing to do with. Do you see that? That is the journey. It's a very deeper understanding. Even a small concept demands a lot of thinking and a simplified approach. What we are doing on the weekly session is at the surface level. But no one has the time to go to that deeper level. So you see that you are not blaming this anxiety. No, I have an anxiety. No, you caused me anxiety. I have a woman here who said, now the holidays are approaching. I wish that I will not be, no one will make me crazy this Christmas celebration. So she still continues the same feeling and anxiety and a fear while celebrating Christmas. I said, you are celebrating an event and you are full of fear and anxiety. What kind of a person you are? Why you are keep on thinking about those people? No, but anyhow, I have to invite. I said, invite people with a sense of gratitude, with a sense of celebration. Don't expect anything from those people. Last year, I made her clear that you had a lot of expectations from those 40 people you invited in your house. And what were those expectations? That they should appreciate your food, they should appreciate your clothes, they should appreciate your house. So you were ready to create a delusion by yourself. And once you drop that, there is no problem. Then out of appreciation, out of kindness, out of gratitude, you are offering the food. You tell your mind that, oh, Jesus, you thank God, thank Jesus. You have given me such an opportunity so that I can offer my cooked food out of love and care. And I don't care whether one appreciates me or not. And the life will be beautiful.
Hmm. Yeah.
So she says that I will try myself to do that this year. So this is, so understand. So we have covered the three aspects. Bhaj Govindam. Two meaning, recognize and realize the real self, or you can simply say discover the unconditional love. unconditional,
Hmm.
unconditional. And the second part is the foolishness. But the foolishness is caused by the delusion. And the
Hmm.
delusion simply means what appears true is not true. All the waves are false. Why? One thing is true, the water is true. The gold ring, gold earring, nose pin, necklace is wrong, is delusion. The real thing is the gold in the golden ring, the gold in the necklace. Gold is the essential thing. You can break that golden ring. What is left? Gold. You can break the necklace. What is left? Gold.
Hmm.
So, oh, this is the delusion. So I recognize the delusion. When you recognize the delusion, you're already calm and relaxed, and we can reach to that state of love and peace and happiness.